You have the question in there, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay. How much house can you afford? That's the most important question for a buyer to figure out before they get too far into the search process. Your pre-approval, your mortgage pre-approval, which you have to have in order to buy, unless you're going to buy with cash, is what is the primary thing that's going to determine what price range you can be looking at. So things like your credit score, the amount of cash you have on hand for a down payment, things like that are going to affect your pre-approval. And your mortgage lender will tell you what is the maximum purchase price that you can afford and still get the mortgage that you need. Again, if you're purchasing with cash, of course, this doesn't apply. You know what you can afford because you know how much cash you have. So we're primarily here talking about people who are purchasing with a mortgage, which is the majority of people. So getting your pre-approval, that's the place to start. Don't wait until you've already looked at 20 houses only to find out that you could have spent more, or you really should be looking in a lower price range. I can put you in touch with a mortgage lender who works out of our office. We'll give you a pre-approval, no cost, no obligation to you, but it'll be the right place to start. So that's the first thing, your pre-approval. Now, you cannot spend more than what you've been pre-approved for. So that's putting the upper limit on it. However, you may not want to spend as much as you can afford. And here's why. We usually ask you to back up and determine how much are you willing to spend per month for your housing. And we call it principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, PITI, P-I-T-I. Total cost of principal on your mortgage, the interest on your mortgage, the a month's worth of your property taxes, and a month's worth of your homeowner's insurance. What's the total of that number that you would be comfortable committing yourself to for the next several years? Once you've thought about that, for instance, suppose you're someone who does not yet have a family, you're planning on starting a family, or you have a family and you're thinking of expanding your family. So you know you're going to have expenses that you don't have now. Perhaps you're somebody that likes to travel extensively and to expensive places. Perhaps you're planning to go back to school and have extended educational expenses, tuition. Only you know about those things. And that may say, or perhaps you have a family member or someone else that you're helping out financially. So what you can afford to buy in a house is also going to depend on those kinds of things that only you know about. So decide what you can spend per month, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance for your housing, and still have enough left over from your income to feel comfortable. That's really what you can afford. You tell your lender that. We calculate that back into the potential purchase price, and we come up with a purchase price that we should be looking at. When we go then to look at houses or condos, multifamily houses, whatever you're buying, we then use that number to determine what's the maximum list price we should be looking at. So it's very individual, depends on your needs as well as your finances, your credit score, and your cash. Give me a call. I'll be happy to work with you and with our mortgage consultant to come up with a number that's right for you. 860-214-3974. I look forward to talking to you.